Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Adam Pearce is the current general manager of WWE Raw. Under his control, the Red brand has seen some major development heading toward Backlash 2025. On tonight's go-home edition of Raw ahead of Backlash, Pearce may fire Gunther if the 37-year-old crosses the line again. At Backlash, the ring general is set to lock horns with Pat McAfee in a singles bout. This match was announced after Gunther attacked Michael Cole and McAfee on Raw after WrestleMania 41. Nick Aldis, who filled in for Pearce last week, gave the Raw commentator a chance to seek redemption by booking him in a match against the Imperium leader for the PLA. The actions of Gunther on the April 21st edition of Raw led to him getting suspended by Pearce. This suspension will be lifted on May 10, 2025. So if the former World Heavyweight Champion shows up on tonight's Raw and launches an attack on McAfee, this may lead to Adam Pearce firing the ring general. Further, as a consequence, Pearce might also cancel the Gunther-McAfee Backlash match. Later, this match could be shifted to Saturday night's main event or a PLE. Though the scenario is speculative and based on assumptions, still, if Gunther appears on tonight's Raw, it may bring a major twist to the show. Adam Pearce made several appearances in WWE in the late 1990s as an enhancement talent. After a successful in-ring career outside the company, he signed with WWE in May 2015 as a trainer and NXT producer. The Raw general manager recently shared that he had completed 10 years working full-time with the Stamford-based promotion. The 46-year-old star shared a post on Instagram to declare, "Mission accomplished." He also shared a throwback picture of him signing the contract. The night had started like any other Monday Night Raw. The crowd buzzed with energy. The lights blazed across the arena, and the red and black graphics pulsed through the Titantron. But then, something happened. Something no one expected. A line was crossed. And not just any line. One that WWE management had drawn in stone. And at the center of the chaos stood The Miz, 37 years old, former WWE champion, reality star, fan favorite, and lately, a man spiraling out of control. For weeks, The Miz had been on a slow, bitter decline. Loss after loss. Promo after promo where he aired his frustrations not just with opponents, but with WWE itself. Part-timers steal the spotlight. Management doesn't respect longevity. I'm the only one carrying the real legacy of Raw. What started as heel heat grew uncomfortable. His barbs were too sharp, too real. He interrupted matches he wasn't booked in. Verbally attacked referees. Mocked injured superstars. And last week, he slapped a camera out of a crew member's hands mid-promo. But on this night, he crossed the line. Seth Rollins was in the ring, cutting a passionate promo about respect and rebirth after injury. The crowd was electric, standing with him. Rollins bared his soul about pain, perseverance, and his dream to become world champion again. Then the Miz's music hit. The cheers turned to confusion. Why was he out here? He stormed the ring, mic in hand, voice already raised. Oh, another sob story from the chosen golden boy of WWE. How original. You got injured, Seth? Boo-hoo. I've been here for 20 years, and they still treat me like a joke. Rollins tried to defuse it, but Miz shoved him hard. A silence fell. Then Miz said it. A line about Rollins' past. Something personal. Something real. Something that wasn't scripted. Something that made even the commentary table gasp. The crowd didn't boo. They froze. Rollins dropped his mic. His smile vanished. Security hit the ring seconds later. But the damage was done. Backstage, WWE officials were already moving. Producers with headsets. Writers scrambling to rewrite segments. And at the heart of it, Adam Pearce, the on-screen and behind-the-scenes authority figure who kept the chaos of Raw barely contained. He watched the monitor with an expression somewhere between fury and disbelief. "That's it," Pearce muttered, standing up. He didn't yell. He didn't bark orders. He just walked, fast. When he reached the Miz's locker room, the camera crew followed. Pearce opened the door. "You crossed a line out there." Miz didn't flinch. "What line?" "This place needs reality. I gave it to them. You disrespected the company. The locker room. Rollins. You jeopardized everything we stand for." Miz laughed bitterly. "You know I'm right. This company left me behind." Pearce's tone dropped to ice. "You're suspended. Indefinitely." The camera caught Miz's eyes widen for just a second. Then Pearce added, "Enjoy your last night on Raw. Because as of now, you're gone." The next morning, #FireMize and #ThankYouMiz trended simultaneously on X. Fans were divided. Some said it was long overdue, that he disrespected legends, ruined matches, and gone too far with his promos. Others said it was all part of a work, that Miz was blurring the lines of kayfabe to bring back attitude, that he was doing his job. But there was no denying the official WWE statement released hours later. Due to unprofessional conduct on the April 29th episode of Monday Night Raw, The Miz has been indefinitely suspended pending further review by WWE management. It didn't say fired, but everyone could read between the lines. In the following days, podcasts, dirt sheets, and YouTube pundits picked apart Miz's downfall. Was it planned? Was it real? Why would a WWE veteran, known for towing the company line, suddenly snap? The answer lay in interviews The Miz had given months earlier. Quiet hints at dissatisfaction. Mentions of feeling pushed aside by returning legends and NXT call-ups. But the truth was deeper. Miz didn't want to be remembered as the guy who played it safe. He wanted to matter. He wanted to be unforgettable, even if that meant going nuclear. Adam Pearce sat in his office days later, watching security footage from that Raw. Every part of him respected The Miz's contributions to WWE. Multiple-time champion, host of WrestleMania, loyal, consistent, but professionalism mattered. Locker room trust mattered. Pearce had spoken to Rollins. He'd spoken to Creative. He'd even spoken to Miz's own peers, and few were defending him. Then Pearce made a quiet decision, not just as an authority figure, but as a man who believed in consequences. The phone rang. Miz answered. The tension in his voice was real. Pearce didn't waste words. "You're officially released from Monday Night Raw." Silence. "But, listen," Pearce interrupted. "You're too good to go out like this. But you made your choice. You used a live mic as a weapon. That's not entertainment. That's sabotage." Miz exhaled hard. "So what now? You rebuild. Off screen. Off mic. Maybe one day you earn your way back. But this version of you doesn't belong in my locker room." Pearce hung up. 1 week later, Raw opened with an empty spotlight and no music. A slow video montage played. Clips of The Miz from early Tough Enough, his Intercontinental Championship wins, WrestleMania moments, and more. No narration. Just a title card at the end. The most must-see superstar. Now off the air. The fans gave a mixed reaction. Respect. Disgust. Sadness. Shock. In an industry built on reinvention, one thing was clear. The Miz wasn't gone forever. But for now, Adam Pearce had made the call. And the era of The Miz was over. In a business where the line between real and scripted is razor thin, sometimes it takes one unscripted moment to tear the curtain down. And in that moment, a legacy is either made or erased. Would you like a continuation where Miz fights his way back to redemption? Or maybe a twist where it was all part of a larger storyline?